Hey guys, I'm back and I have an exciting envelope in my hand. This is from Asher Knives. Now, if you haven't heard of Asher, that's cool because I haven't heard about him before either. But I was in one of my Facebook groups for knives, for knifies and sharp things, and somebody had mentioned that, just a post that if you have not heard of Asher Knives, you should jump on it. This is the Spyderco Spy Opera from the last EDC Club unboxing, and I said it looked like an ugly frog, but it seemed like a great EDC knife, and it is a great EDC knife, by the way. And so I went to check out what they have, and what they had was nothing in stock. Nothing at all in stock, unfortunately. But people rave about this knife. This is one of their knives. This is the... Now, of course, I look like an idiot. I mean, for all the reasons I look like an idiot. But this time specifically because I can't remember the Nomad. The Nomad 2.0. And it's hard to get your hands on it. So I notified... put my clickety-clackety, let me know when it's in stock. And they sent an email and they said, we are having a drop of 50 at 4 p.m. I think it was last Sunday, which would be a week from 6 days. 6 days from the time I'm doing this video. This is a Saturday, right here, right now. And so I did the internet shopping hunter thing, and I went to the website and I was just ready to hit refresh F5 until finally it said in stock, and I quick ass made my selections, put it on my cart, checked out, and these 50 were sold out in minutes. I know you guys are like, shut up, when are you going to show the knife? I'm going to show the knife. I'm excited because I haven't seen the knife myself at all, but in minutes these 50 sold out. They cannot keep these things in stock. And this is not, they don't do like the big advertising campaigns. They're not a big manufacturer like Benchmade, Spyderco, name, pick a name. So I'm excited to see what we got. Look at that. Spare Omega springs. It didn't come in jade, or I would have gotten jade. Now, I'm going to say off the top of my head, it does remind me of a Benchmade bug out. It does. But it comes with a deep carry clip here. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. Well, okay, it's got some give. All right. And reversible, and they give you a filler tab to go in there. Let's zoom in. On the website, you can ask what side you want it set up for, which is cool. It is, I don't know what they call this, because remember, Benchmade, their patent on the axis lock is expired. So, just about anybody can use this. They just can't call it an axis lock. Oh, it's a jade backspacer. At least there's jade on it. I don't know what they're calling this lock. But axis type lock but it's a lot easier to grip than a Benchmade style one, which it's got these... Look, it's got like rounded off towards the outside. Dual thumb studs. Centering is perfect. Nicely done G10. It's machined nicely. A little slick. Has a little bit of grip to it, but a little slick. Let's just get this blade open. And it is pretty similar to a bug out blade, but it's M390, which, as we all know, is excellent steel. Now, the price tag on this guy was not as much as you might think. Now, I said this is the 2.0. This is the 3.0. My mistake. The price tag on this, $90, 90. Okay, which in the world of G10 inset steel liners and M390 steel, pretty good. I mean, actually pretty good. especially with the way people have been raving about this knife. I mean, people have been raving about this knife. Wow. Oh, wait, check that out. Wow. Wow. Great action. So yeah, it does kind of, and by the way, if you price out an actual Benchmade bug out, and I'm comparing it because it kind of looks similar to me. I am not saying they copied it. I'm just saying it has a similar look. A plastic scaled Benchmade bug out in steel that I think is inferior to M390 is going to cost you twice as much. Maybe not quite twice as much, but yeah, you know, you're paying the price and a half for the bug out. I think this is a pretty nifty little guy to have the collection. It feels good. You do feel that clip in your hand just a little bit. It feels good. It's small. Okay, so it's EDC sized. Yeah. You do feel that clip in your hand just a little bit. It's kind of a wider clip than we're used to also on most knives, but the action on it is undeniable. I mean, fantastic. And there are bearings in there, I know from reading. You have, I mean, it's a great drop point shape, nicely finished, a little bit of a tumble, but you still see those grind lines, you know, underneath the tumble, which is pretty nice. Slim, so again, EDC thinking, carrying it in your pocket, not going to take up a lot of room, you know, if you're just out and about in I don't know, I carry some big knives in jeans and stuff, but you know, this won't take up a lot of room. I don't see any skeletonization in the liners, but the liners are pretty, I mean, if you look, they're slim. The steel that's in there is slim. And total flow through design, so easy to rinse out. You have fuzz in there, you know, from your pockets, pocket lint or dirt or whatever. Very easy to keep this thing clean. Doesn't have any jimping or anything, but I'd like a little grippiness to it, honestly. A little bit, but I mean, it does have a nice feel in your hand, especially as an EDC knife. I don't feel like it's going anywhere. Me personally, I always like a little bit of jimping, just to really feel like your thumb has a good lock on there. But that 2-finger lock that I like to talk about sometimes, I really feel like your thumb and your forefinger has a good grip on this knife in any position for whatever you're doing. Let's take a look at how could use just a quick run over the strop just a little bit, but it is out of the box. It'll shave it. Like I said, it could use just a little bit on the strop to improve that. But it's you know, sharp out of the box. I'll get to the 5. Ooh, wow, wildly uneven bevel. If you look on the two sides there, towards the tip, you know, on the belly, it's fine. But I don't know what the hell happened. If you look there versus there. Yeah, some people care about that, and you know, following along in the KME group, I know that would be talked about, but not everybody cares about that. But I show that because now I know some people do. Let's get the 550 out and slice. Pretty good, a little fluffy, but pretty good. And let's do a pull through. Little effort, little knife. It's about what I would expect for a little knife with little leverage like this, but pretty good. And pew, pew, pew. Okay, we've got good pew action. So, you know, right now, my initial impressions are it's kind of a higher class bug out, with a lower price tag, mind you. You don't get a fancy butterfly, but you do get a little AK on it, and that's cool. You don't get all the branding. It had a little bit of, you know, little stuff to get out of that pivot there. I mean, you know, when anything's oiled up, it's going to attract some dirt and dust. I really respect how fast this thing got to me, though, from internet order to my door in less than a week. And we're not talking a big company like Blade HQ or anything like that. So, you know, that's pretty good. That's damn good. It was sent USPS, in fact, and I think it was. Hold on, let me tell you what it was. Now the shipping was free, so I'm not going to bitch about it either way. But it was first class package shipping. So yeah, this is and it has fidget factor. Not bad. Now I don't know when they're doing another run, but I would be interested in. I mean, if they had a run of Jade, I would definitely want to pick up Jade scales, of course, because it's me. But this thing will probably find its way into my pocket. You know, just it seems like a great EDC. That's what I keep hearing. It's a great smaller EDC blade, and I find myself being a lot more forgiving of the smaller knives lately. You know, over what I used to be. So. And on an axis lock knife, if anything is going to break, if anything's going to fail, and that's a big if, it's going to be one of these Omega springs. And it's really cool that they have packaged 2 extra. I see people all the time, you know, on some forums talking about broken spring. I've never broken an Omega spring, and I've been using an axis lock knife. I've been using a Griptilian since 2000, 2001. You know, so I don't know what these people are doing to break their Omega springs, but I mean, it's cool that they give you extra ones. That's just cool. So anyway, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy just getting it in my hand for the first time and taking a look at it. And I will carry it. This is not going to be a safe queen or anything like that. It's relatively affordable. I know not everybody, you know, sure, it's definitely not in our low cost range, being a $90 knife. I consider low cost below 50. But it definitely has potential to be a really cool EDC blade. So I'd like to know what you guys think overall. First impressions, of course, you know, you'll hear more about it. But what do y'all think? What do you think? I'd like to thank my Patreon team. Although the Patreon team did not directly fund this little adventure into the knife world, they do provide extra funds for stuff for this channel. And you never know, like, what on this channel you see was made possible directly from the Patreon team and their contributions. So I'd encourage you all to think about, if you can, you know, joining the Patreon team and providing that. You get some benefits out of it, and you get to know that you're making more stuff possible for everyone. But no, I couldn't do the stuff I do on the channel without the Patreon team. So thank you to them. Thank you guys for watching. I really would love to know your thoughts on the Asher Nomad 3.0. I'm really enjoying it. It's got such a good fidget factor. It's just such a well-engineered knife. Anyway, so thanks, guys. Looking forward to seeing what you think of it. And remember that this contest is still open. You can still enter the giveaway for the Not a Bench. Wow, this needs a little bit of oil. Yeah, for the Not a Benchmade 940 contest custom knife. I just recently took it apart and put it back together. Put it together a little bit tight. But anyway, you can enter the giveaway for this guy. There'll be a video, little thing at the end, end screen, that you can click to get to that giveaway video. Remember that you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.